This is KPFT Houston, 90.1 FM and FM HD1.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
There we go. Yay. All right. Welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is January the 30th, the last Friday of January. And before we kick off the show, Linda and I wanted to mention a few things mixed with everything going on this week. Everything. Miss Linda was a good friend of Charles Thompson, who was executed on Wednesday. In the midst of all that, we were accused of taking money from our organization, which we put in, because we don't get donations. We were accused of taking that money. We were accused of posting pictures that we didn't have permission to post. So if you want to become friends with us, if you would like to write to us, one sure way of not doing that is accusing us. So anyway.
That was an inmate who did that?
Yes. It was a man on death row in Texas. And
well, he just had a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. However, just stop, okay? We're not writing back. Stop. Okay. Now, as far as tonight, we have Miss Terri LeClercq in the house. I got away from the mic. And we also have her wonderful husband, Jack. Jack's in the house. He's waving in the back. Yep. And we have Athena right here. Athena.
Athena, solving the sound problem.
Solving the sound problem of this evening. So we have Athena in the house. We have David, as you saw David, like in front of the camera several times. And we have Linda. Linda's in there. You know, she got another feet poem. So I think she's in there reading her feet poem. But other than that, David has a great... and... Me?
I gave Terri
All right.
the headset. I'm sorry.
A few technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We gotta get it done.
All right. How about now? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear. I didn't have a problem before.
Yep, but that did. It was buzzing.
Oh, it was buzzing.
Everybody will be saying we're buzzing all
Okay.
night.
Is it buzzing now?
I don't know. Ask Bethanie.
Oh, Linda said she didn't hear, but you hear it.
Well, let's see.
Let's see. We're going to find out. Anyway, what else can happen at the beginning of this show? I'm not sure. I think I left.
Are we going to find out?
I don't want to. But David has lined up a great show for us this evening, as if it wasn't great enough with Miss Terri in the house and Jack. I mean, come on now. So Bethanie Fierro, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Bethanie she is the VP of Operations at Texas Prisons Alliance. Hello, Athena. And we have Mary Sue Molnar, and I'm out again. I'm not on.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't hear I don't have any, if y'all don't need me to have headphones, that's
Well,
fine.
Is it buzzing?
I'm not listening to it at the moment because I was trying to do the show. Yep, sorry.
Well, I think Linda was in there listening, David. That was the... Okay, so we're still trying. Anyway, Mary Sue Molnar, the executive director at Texas Voices for Reason and Justice, she's going to be calling in, and Bethany is calling in. I think they're on hold. And, of course, Dr. Terri LeClercq, she's in. She's going to introduce herself a little later. And Abe Bonowitz, the co-director and founder of Death Penalty Action, he is going to be calling in. And remember to go to his website, deathpenaltyaction.org, to sign those petitions, because they do work. Occasionally, they work. Might as well take a chance, right? All right, so without further ado, hey, Linda. Yes. Can we get Miss Bethany on the line? Maybe. Oh, hey, Bethany. Hey, Bethany.
You don't have a sound person yet.
Oh, we don't have hang on, Bethany. Hang on. We're coming. We are... Well, we did ask what else could go wrong.
Right.
Yeah, and that's it. Hey, Bethany.
Can you hear me?
Now we can
yeah.
hear you. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I feel like she's right behind me.
There's
I
always
know.
something going wrong, right? Always all the technical difficulties all the time.
All the time. It's the gremlins.
Last week,
How are you guys doing? Have you been staying warm?
Do what?
I said, how have you guys been doing? Have you been staying warm?
Oh, well, kind of.
Right now, it's too warm.
Yeah, right now. Well, I can tell you that it was very cold during the week, as I'm sure you know. Wait, where are you at? What part of the state?
I'm in San Marcos.
Oh,
But yeah, last weekend it was very cold. I didn't go to visit because of it. The ice on the road. So.
Yeah, I didn't go either. Yeah, it was too dangerous to make that trek. But what do you have for us this evening, Bethany?
So I wanted to take this moment to share a few updates with you all. We're going to be going to Sanders Estes for our first reentry fair on February 25th. Our TPA reentry division will be there with table, brochures, reentry resources, and we'll be available to answer any questions. There's going to be a lot of different vendors there, different organizations with a lot of good resources as well that we're going to be there. What else do I have? Okay, so our reentry resources that everybody
Hold on one
has
second.
been-
Hey, David,
Yes.
turn the mic off. I'm coming. All right. Go ahead, Bethany.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about.
Well, Bethany, one of the things
so-
that you said that just sounded great was the bazaar. And if you guys notice, it's getting toward Christmas. Well, Valentine's Day. And that is a great time and a great cause to take out your coins and help them out.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I also wanted to mention we get a lot of requests for reentry resources. So we're going to start uploading a lot of those onto Edovo within the next few months. We're going to have halfway homes, vocational and educational resources, employment agencies that focus on second chance employers. We're also going to have any type of information regarding like the Goodwill Career Centers, their locations, the programs they have to offer. The same with the Texas Workforce Commission programs and apprenticeships. Also information on fidelity bonding, which you can use to help secure a job. What else are we going to have on there? A bunch of different resources such as that.
I'm
our
really
newsletter
glad to
has
hear
already
that you're
been
going
uploaded.
to put on halfway houses, because I get so many letters from men who are able, and they're if they can get out, the only reason they can't get out is that they can't get a halfway house to agree to take them. And some of those, Bethany, some of those halfway houses have very strict rules about coming in and whatnot that keep some of these people from getting in. Like, for instance, if they have some health problems, a lot of the halfway houses won't take them. So I'm very glad you're going to be talking about that.
No, I know, and it's very difficult, the whole process. A lot of times, I mean, yes, the parole has to refer them. They have to accept it. They have to approve it. And then they still have to do, at the end, another audit before they get released. So it's a very long process. But, yes, we're going to have as many as we can on there for those that also are going to be discharged and they just need a place to live.
Right.
So there's, different resources as far as that goes. And
you're
I was also going to mention...
You're going to have this information at that dance?
No. I'm going to have some resources at the reentry fair that we're having.
Okay.
At Sanders Estes, but we're also going to be uploading it onto Edovo.
Okay,
within the next few months. So that way they'll be able just to go on there and it'll be right there at their fingertips. Be able to look and see what they're needing with the mailing addresses, phone numbers, so they can reach out to them themselves, what the requirements would be.
That's great.
And then our newsletter also has already been uploaded. They can find us under Texas Prisons Alliance or TPA. It's a 41-page newsletter. We have on there a spotlight of the Forge Reentry Program at Connolly, and it's introducing the peer specialists that are over there. We're also showing, the holiday services that we did, Hope Behind the Walls, the prayer panel tour that we're doing. We just recently went to Terrell Unit, our first stop for 2026, and that was a big success. So we're looking forward to, the next units that we're booked every month. So for the full year. So we're really excited about that.
Oh, wow. The full year?
Yes, ma'am.
That's wonderful.
So I know we're just wanting to provide as much encouragement and support as we can, prayer, and then also be able to explain to them, if they have questions about who TPA is and all our different departments that we have.
That's some exciting news, and I know a lot of the men and women are aware of your organization, but they're not aware of everything that you offer. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that newsletter.
Yes, so our spring news, we're working on our spring newsletter right now. So if anybody has any suggestions or topics they would like us to cover, they can always write to us. And I'll give the address at the end of when we're done talking. but also we've been recording podcasts, so they'll be able to see Texas Prisons Alliance as well as our Faith and Freedom Ministry, which is Faith and Freedom Radio. We're going to start having those coming out in February, and you'll be seeing those every month. So we are very excited to do different topics. We did one for February for Valentine's Day is on relationships. As the Faith and Freedom Ministry is doing Christ-centered marriages. And I'm excited to be doing one on substance abuse. So we're going to be doing so many different things to bring awareness, to encourage, to inform. So we're very excited about this.
So you have one of the, you mentioned one of the dances. Do you just have one scheduled?
Oh, for the Sugar Plum Soiree? Yes.
Yes. That
one right now is scheduled for May. Yes, but we are in the works of scheduling them at other units.
Great. And we had mentioned it before the last time y'all were on, and I had a bunch of requests about it. So, everyone wants it to go to their unit, of course. Of course.
And we're trying to get it to as many units as we can, but as you know, we're not funded as well, so we have to go, on donations, or we have to provide it ourselves. So it does take a lot of time to prepare, but we are trying to get to as many units as we can. We're just wanting to allow, fathers and their daughters to just be able to connect, to, begin healing, rebuild a relationship, even if for that one moment, and to share some laughs and just, share each other's company, making, more moments together.
And I'm sure that you plan on having or trying to have one at one of the ladies' units.
Oh, of course. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay, great. So what is the address where someone can write to you?
So it's going to be at Texas Prisons Alliance, P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588.
Okay, I have P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we thank you, Bethany. That was, you were delivering some great news, and I apologize that we had so many technical difficulties.
It's fine.
We're still working on it, and, it is what it is. We're trying.
I think the buzzing
you
finally
guys are
stopped.
doing an amazing job.
Well, we appreciate it very much. And there was some buzzing going on in the feed. And when there's buzzing, the people let us know.
Yeah, but I think we finally got it under control.
Yeah, well, that's
good. I think it's good. It's good now. But yes, thank you for allowing me to be on the show tonight and share these updates. And again, next time I'll continue to keep you updated on what we're doing. But we appreciate you as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Bethany, and you have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Same to you. All right. And now we have Miss Mary Sue Molnar. How are you doing?
Hey, how are y'all doing? I'm doing great.
Well, we're doing good
Just
now that we got
busy as ever.
Oh, good. That's good when you're busy.
It is. Sometimes you just don't get a break. We thought that Christmas and New Year would kind of be slow, which it usually is, but not this year.
Not this
just
year.
Busy all the time. I think so we are Texas Voices for Reason and Justice. We work with people who have a sex offense conviction. We work with them and their family members. We try to help people re-enter and provide support and encouragement so that they can live healthy, crime-free lives. And it's very difficult job because of the label that is placed upon people. And so we try to educate legislators and others that the sex offense registry and the residency restrictions laws actually don't protect children. What they do is they ostracize and they dehumanize entire families. So that's our message. Right now, we are having big problems because of residency restriction ordinances. Texas doesn't have a residency restriction ordinance for people who have completed their sentence. If you're on parole, it's typically 500 feet, and it's 1,000 feet if you're on probation. But individual cities are allowed to create their own ordinances, and they're doing that, one right after the other. And some are going up to 2,000 feet. And they're not just including schools and parks and playgrounds. They're adding on libraries and McDonald's. And believe it or not, some of the cities say an establishment that serves food and caters primarily to children. So that would probably be McDonald's or a pizza place. And believe it or not, a few cities have added on a golf course. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen kids at a golf course. So they're adding on all these places that they say are places where children commonly gather, and they're banishing people on the registry from the entire town. So we're having problems because we can't help anybody find housing. The main thing we're working on now is the city of Fort Worth. They're proposing a 1,500-foot ordinance there, and they haven't voted on it yet, but they will be probably the end of this month. And we've got multiple members in Fort Worth trying to fight it. And the sad thing is there are over 20 very, very good privately owned halfway homes in Fort Worth who accept people with sex offenses on parole. And there are a lot of jobs for them in Fort Worth. So it's a really good place to reenter and to get back up on your feet. You know, get a job, pay your bills, reenter society. But if this ordinance passes, all of those homes will eventually be shut down. So it's really a shame. I mean, there's already nowhere to live. And now we're looking at one of the best cities for reentry is doing the same thing. So that's what we've been working on all of December and all of January, is trying to kill that ordinance.
So when you said they're trying to pass the 1,500 square feet, does that include what you were mentioning, restaurants?
Well, at this point in their draft, it's schools, parks, playgrounds, daycares, and in-home daycares. But it's only leaving, from the map that they showed, it leaves between 6 and 10% of each district available for registered people. And there's really not any houses in those areas. And it's about 82%, I believe, of the city will be off limits. So it's really, it's really tough because we've got some great halfway homes out there, and they're doing wonderful work. They're really helping people, reenter, and they won't be able to stay open. They won't be able to take anybody coming out of prison. And that, that's a lot of times where we tell people to tell them check with the places in Fort Worth. And so now that's going to be not available to us. So it's just been really sad. I've been having some legislative meetings in Austin, trying to get an interim study to see if we can take a look at this. I mean, what are we doing? Either we want people to succeed or we don't. It's very simple. People need a place to live. If you want them to succeed, they've got to have a place to live. So that's what we've been dealing with lately. It's just very frustrating, but there's that old saying, if you do nothing, you get nothing. Mm-hmm. So we just keep pushing forward, doing the best we can.
And it seems like to me that they would understand that if they have no place to live, they will be homeless. And
that's true. And so from what we've heard, there are multiple, I think it's a little over 400 men that are in TDCJ right now who have been granted parole and they've completed their program, but they're stuck there because they have nowhere else, they have nowhere to go. They don't have a home plan that is approved. So it's like, oh, wow, this is just, I can't even imagine being granted parole and then finishing up my program and thinking now I get to leave.
But you don't.
They just keep denying. No, you don't. They just keep denying their home plans. And then they go on a list and they'll be sent to one of these state-run facilities, which, those are just about one step down from the prison.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you're correct. So I guess that, my mind is having trouble wrapping around this. They've done their time. They've been granted parole. They've finished the programs that they were required to finish before being released. They just have nowhere to go.
That's correct.
And
so they're just basically stuck, until they can find a home plan. And if they can't find a home plan, then they'll be shipped off to one of these halfway houses when a bed becomes available. And that could be months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mary, so I'd like to ask a quick question. Do you all work with the Texas Civil Commitment Center, the one up near Lubbock?
We have several members that have a loved one who is civilly committed.
I think that's one of the biggest evils in Texas. Talk about finishing your program, you've done all of your flat time, and they pick you up at the gate and throw you into Lubbock, among other things. But that you have gates, you have barbed wire, you have programs out the gazoo, and you never get out. One of my friends who's in there
said, a scam.
Right. They're like 2 people who've gotten out in the 5 years he's been there. So it's just an additional. I know. And they've already completed their flat time. So the judge or the jury or whatever said 20 years or whatever. And now it's endless. They've completed it, but it's endless.
Bill Haver used to fight that.
He did. We call it the Hotel California. You can get in, but you can never get out. So, and the Sunset Commission is, the Littlefield Center is under Sunset right now.
Oh,
so
really?
There's a lot of people. Yeah, so there's quite a few people going up there and talking with the Sunset Commission and letting them know what's going on there. There's a lot of money being made off of Littlefield. And it's just a scam. It's nothing more than a scam.
Amen.
So I remember when TDCJ was under Sunset Commission review. So we can all send something.
Absolutely. They're taking letters. They're taking calls. I've got my appointment coming up, and I know a lot of the family members have appointments coming up. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next.
That's definitely something that we can put on the Prison Show's Facebook page about Littlefield being under Sunset Review, because that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and it only happens about every 7 years or so.
I think it's around 7. Yeah.
Instead, though, they are building new buildings, new dorms and whatnot there. They're going to add 300, something like that, bodies to the new dorms instead of getting rid of the ones they have so that they have a manageable amount. They're just going to build more dorms.
Right. Yeah, there's some really interesting things going on down there. I wish we had a good hour, I would tell you about the stories I've heard, but it's pretty bad. I can't even get a newsletter in there because in order to send a letter to they can write me, but I can't write them back. You have to be on their approved list if you want to, connect with them, even if it's a letter or a card. So it's very almost like a third world country, something going on in a third world country. That's, I guess, the best I can explain it. But
that's kind of worse than prison.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah. I didn't realize that it was like that you couldn't even write to someone.
And it's
indeterminate. Everybody there has an approved list. And in order to talk to someone on the phone or have a visit or get anything in the mail, you have to be on their approved list. So, if a family member has any complaints, you're going to come off of that approved list pretty quick.
Oh, I imagine you would.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mary Sue, how can people get in touch with you if they want to write to you?
They can write us at Texas Voices, P.O. Box 23539, San Antonio, Texas, 78223.
Okay, you said P.O. Box 23539?
That's it.
All right, San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, 78223.
Awesome. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Every time you come on, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me on every 6 weeks or so, and I look forward to it. I look forward to it all the time.
Well, we appreciate you, and hopefully we can get something started for this Littlefield Sunset Commission. I hope so.
Thanks. I know the families would appreciate the help.
All right. Thank you. You have a great weekend.
You guys do the same. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Now we have Miss Terri LeClercq. It's your turn.
I've got to say something happier than that, right?
Yeah, I know you got something good.
Well, I've been doing this for about 10 or 15 years. I've got to know quite a few of the people in the system. I really, really wish you could take to heart the message, which is you're doing your time, but really time is doing you. Some of you are not taking advantage of what there is out there. And I'm really sorry. I know how depressed you could be. Someone said, who you are becoming is more important than who you've been. And I think about that often. Those of you who are there, who are you becoming? Well, one of the ways that I would say you're becoming would be that you become better educated. And I don't mean go to college or whatever. I mean learning things, caring about things. If you sign up for a class in welding, you're learning something, and you're becoming somebody that you weren't. I really hope you can take that to heart, because I take it to heart. Okay, here's some kind of interesting things that have run across my desk lately. This is from Alabama. And just when you think that Texas is the bottom, along comes another state. These guys, 3 guys, collaborated on a film exposing a whole lot of things that were going on in the Alabama system. And so they got thrown into solitary. They got separated, and they're still in solitary. They've got attorneys trying to get them out. A part of the problem, of course, was they were filming these grainy, jumpy films illegally with cell phones that, of course, you're not supposed to have in the prison at all. So I think that's really pretty courageous that they'll take the cell phones that they're not supposed to have. They'll go into one of the showers. They'll go into one of those wretched so-called cafeteria lines and show people what it's really like. I have so many friends who say, well, I don't know what the problem is. They get 3 squares in air conditioning and I don't. Have you looked at the food? And
there's no AC.
And there's no, a few of the units have AC because they have real health problems, but not enough. Look at our temperature. Like right now, we were down to 17, and just a few months ago, we were at 77, and a few months before that, we were at 107. So it takes some thought, TDC. It takes some believing in your project, believing that you are there to actually help the people that you have under your control. I think one of the biggest ones is temperature. Second one would be food. So many of the people who write to me honestly say that they have maggots in their food. Now, I wasn't quite sure what a maggot was. I had to double check it. My kids were able to tell me that I wasn't watching enough horror movies, that there are a lot of maggots in it. So that's even worse in a way, that maggots do not feed on live things. I didn't know that. That's why they're so good with corpses. They're not live. And it's why they're so good with the food you guys are getting. It's not live. It's dead. And it's been dead so long that these little critters can come in and join you. You would have...
They're joining you.
That's right. You wouldn't be alone in yourself. You'd have all these nasty little things. Anyway, so in Alabama, they have fixed their problem by throwing them in prison, into solitary, and separating them. So it's a big scare. I understand why you wouldn't want to step forward, because you have so much to lose, and they have so much power, and you have so little. But just think of those guys, right? And I don't know what they're going to change, but maybe they can change something. One of the other little quotes that I throw out all the time is, the biggest room in any house is the room for self-improvement. I like that one. I like it because if you read anything, a magazine, a postcard, are they allowed postcards now? Probably not. They're not allowed anything else. Yeah. Scratch postcards. Some magazines, books, that's an odd thought, but books still exist. I don't know if in their tablets they can get text from books. Do you know?
Yeah, they have some books, but a lot of people complain that they're old books.
Well, that's probably true. But here's the thing. New books are built on old books. There's nothing new under the sun. And if it's an old book, a lot of their language is so different from ours and can be so poetic and so beautiful. And let's say, oh, heck, you had to read a new book. But in the meantime, you picked up 2 or 3 vocabulary words that you can use with guards. Yeah. Impress them, why not?
And they probably wouldn't understand.
Right, that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't complain. We had years and years where we didn't have tablets and didn't have abilities. So many people in solitary aren't allowed books anymore, period, because they don't have enough personnel to take the carts around. Think about that the next time you want to complain about something old. Speaking of, we just got through watching, before we came down, Jack, what was the show that we just got through watching? That pause for senior moment here. Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. And it's a really old. What movie were we watching that we're laughing at? Not Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, but we'll think of it. These senior moments come and go, trust me. Here's something that you might like to share. This is from Luther Unit, and this is by Andrea Johnson. A lot of people send me Christmas cards. I love it. I string them all up. But what amazed me the most, somehow or the other, he was allowed to get his picture taken.
Oh, wow. They get it when they graduate.
Oh, when they graduated?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see his little pointed hat.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about you guys to say, right, I don't want to know how tall you are and what color your skin is. I want to know what book you read. But every once in a while, something like this isn't a Christmas card, and he sends us his graduation photo, and he's a very dark-skinned African-American. And what cracked me up was he has a white beard. Like Santa Claus or something. I don't know, but he has this beautiful fringe of white hair.
He does.
Isn't that interesting?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah, congratulations to him on graduating and for being able to get a white beard in the middle of all that. It cracked me up.
Maybe that's why he has a white beard, because he had to go through the graduation.
Yeah.
He had to get his diploma.
That's right. Yeah. Good point. I hope that's not what everybody has to do to get a diploma. No. Then I want to tell you about the book that I think is the most important book I've read in a long, long time. And I mentioned it before, but so many of you are new because of the system. A Gentleman in Moscow. It is so sophisticated, so interesting, so many layers of thought. When I first read it and completed it and went to the end, I thought, whoa, what did I just read? And I started reading it all over again right then. And it was even better the second time I read it. And I know you guys can't put in a request for the cart, but maybe your loved ones could get it sent to you somehow. A Gentleman in Moscow. I really hope you get a chance to check it out, because it's not old. Right, it's about old situations, but it's so beautiful. When I finished it for about 10 minutes, I had a better vocabulary.
Well, I think that they can buy books on their tablet, but the free ones are the old ones. So maybe
you can buy them.
Yeah, maybe y'all can check it out. A Gentleman
in Moscow. Yeah. How much do they cost?
I think it ranges. Oh. It ranges, but I think most of them like the movies better.
But that's the issue here.
That's the issue.
A lot of you spend a lot of your time in the break room watching shows. That's good. That's great. But it doesn't last. Jack, my husband, can watch a whole bunch of little comedy shows. And at the end of them, I can ask him, what did you watch? Was there anything good on one of them? It just kind of goes through. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying those short sitcoms that you're watching, or Judge Judy, Meanest Woman in America.
Yes.
Every time I think about Judge Judy, I think, I'm really glad that I don't volunteer for that show. You know, they're voluntary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. A friend of ours in Austin got a letter from one of those new judges who said, come on my show, you can be asked these questions. Everybody told her not to do it because she had really bad back child support she hadn't completed. And they were all worried that it was a trick, that, right, you could come in the front door and go right back out and TDG would welcome you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. Let me think what else. So, the one thing I would want to tell you, if you're going to read, also write perhaps, Maya Angelou said, there's no greater agony than having an untold story inside of you. Untold story inside of you. And I think about that. So many of you have such great stories. And I don't mean the ha-ha boys club ones. I mean, really, how you grew up, interesting, what you're seeing in a book that is different from your background, what your mom did, what your group did. You know, I look at some of the books that I read and I think, I've never heard of such a thing. You know, now I have. But I grew up in an Army family and we weren't allowed to think of those things. So reading the books opens up the world for me. And I have a story inside of me that I can tell. I think one time on the show I talked to you guys about getting arrested, for instance. That was exciting. And we could talk about that sometime. It's an untold story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what is your untold story? It will hurt you not to be able to tell it. It will hurt you not to be able to put it on a piece of paper and save it for your children, your mom, or whoever. It's an agony, but there's a simple way out of it, and I hope you take it. Okay, I think that's probably about all. Read. Do some writing, but read some more.
Read. And now we have Mr. Abe, who is on the line waiting to come on the show. And let's push the button. There we go. Hey, Abe.
Well, hey, glad to be with you all tonight. Sounds like a great show. It's been going on. Thank you, Terry, and everybody else that's been on. You can hear me all right?
Absolutely, we can.
All right. Well, I guess we really need to start out with just a rest in peace for Chuck Thompson and everybody that knew him. We all sat through a vigil as they were killing him the other night, and it's another sad day. Texas has resumed executions this year, and with more on the way, including Cedric Ricks and James Broadnax. And by the way, James, if you're listening, whoever's running your Facebook page, they're really, really being loud and strong for you and your claims. So just congratulations on that. And of course, Edward Busby. And that's just the people in Texas. There's 12 people currently on the schedule to be executed. But I want to back up for a moment and share a bit of good news. And that would be in Indiana this week. The Indiana House of Representatives, actually a few days ago, took out there was a proposal for different adding methods of execution. And they first removed gas suffocation from the bill, and then, I think it was yesterday, they voted down the bill to add the firing squad in Indiana. Of course, the whole argument in Indiana and every state is, should you be executing at all? Not the question of how we're executing. But in a place like Indiana, which is a completely red state, and dominated by Republicans, and they're choosing not to expand the death penalty, and that's a great thing. There is one more vote on Monday on that bill that could resurrect it, but it's thought that will not pass. Other good news today. Early this morning in New York City, in the federal courthouse, Luigi Mangione, the judge in the federal case for Luigi Mangione, who shot and killed a United Healthcare executive, and immediately the Trump administration came out and said, we're getting the death penalty for this guy. Well, the death penalty is off the table now for him. The judge has dismissed the charges that were punishable by death, and that takes just one person that the authoritarian Trump administration has been trying to kill. I mean, immediately they came out and said, we're going to seek the death penalty, even before this guy was indicted. In any case, that's off the table. So there's some good news there. Sad, but also important and somewhat good news in Dallas. Not too long ago, is the posthumous exoneration of Tommy Lee Walker. Tommy Lee Walker was executed in, what year was that? 1954, Dallas County, Texas. Police and prosecutors framed Tommy Lee Walker, a 19-year-old black man, for the rape and murder of a white woman, of course. Venice Lorraine Parker. Walker was convicted and sentenced to death in a sensationalized trial before an all-white jury, of course. And the jury credited the prosecution's perjured testimony and racially inflammatory argument and ignored overwhelming evidence that Mr. Walker could not have killed Mrs. Parker because he was with a coworker returning home from his job and then with his girlfriend as she gave birth to their child at the time of the murder. He was wrongly executed in 1956. And on January 21st, the Dallas County Commissioner's Court posthumously exonerated Mr. Walker. And this is very important because it just flags that these things happen. And even though that was in the prior era of the death penalty in the 1950s, that same stuff is going on, and we know that. So, of course, shout out to Rodney Reed. Shout out to Melissa Lucio. And shout out to everybody else that's got an innocence claim and is fighting to prove your innocence. It's sad that this happened after he was dead, but we know that it's possible. We know that it's possible to raise these issues and stop and hopefully stop the death penalty, stop executions. So just wanted to share that good news too. There's also, some powerful campaigns to stop the death penalty in Ohio, where we're still waiting for Governor DeWine, a Republican governor, who just today reprieved 3 more people who have upcoming execution dates. Now, in Ohio, it's kind of different than other states. What happens is the Attorney General tells the state Supreme Court that you've exhausted your appeals, then the Supreme Court sets the date. So Ohio has more than 30 scheduled execution dates right now. And yet none of them are happening because ever since Governor DeWine took office 7 years ago, he has chosen to reprieve everybody and to become a consistently pro-life Catholic. He supported and advocated and did his job as Attorney General to push for death sentences, but in any case, Governor DeWine has not allowed one execution, and he has also declared that he's going to be making a statement about his position on the death penalty sometime soon. And what we're hoping and advocating for behind the scenes is that he decides and declares that he will commute some, if not all, of the more than 100 death sentences on Ohio's death row right now. So, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch this guy as a lifelong Republican. He's a real Republican, not a MAGA Republican. I will say that, and you can know that because the Trump administration, and this is kind of off topic a little bit, but the Trump administration has decided they're going to end the protective order for the Haitians that have come to the United States seeking asylum. And a lot of them live in a town called Springfield, Ohio, which is about 60 miles west of where I'm sitting in Columbus, Ohio. You might remember that Donald Trump, these are the people that Donald Trump said were eating their pets right before the debate with Kamala Harris. In any case, Governor DeWine said, that's a mistake to reverse that order and try to deport these people. And he called on ICE to actually behave and to operate like a professional law enforcement force. And he also declared that there's a right to protest. And that's really what I wanted to say, is that the folks that were standing outside the prison at the Walls Unit, Danny and Gloria and Linda and everybody else who was out there, my hat is off to you. Thank you for being out there every time. We're with you and watching on the Prison Show live feed with the rest of us on our virtual vigil, whenever that's happening. And we'll be there with you again. So whether it's the death penalty or immigration stuff or ICE or whatever it is, we have to be our voices on the street, especially now. So keep up that, and when you get the opportunity, now is the time to not be silent on this or any other issue. And, we're going to see more executions, and that's where I want to go to next, is Florida, where just yesterday, Governor DeSantis set his 3rd execution date. They have, for this year, 3rd execution. It did 19, a record-setting 19 executions in 2025, and now they've got one on February 10th, another one on February 24th, and then another one just a week later on March 3rd. And so it looks like it's going to play out the way it did last year, which is basically every 2 to 3 weeks, another execution in the state of Florida. And for no other reason than because they can. The most recent execution scheduled, or one of these that's coming up, the person's been on death row for 40 years since the time of the crime. And, what we know, and this is what I said, I was quoted today in Rolling Stone and probably some other places too, about this Luigi Mangione thing. It's a blessing in disguise. If the state chooses or is unable to get a death sentence in a case, because they like to say this is for the victim families, and the victim families need this. But truly, if there's not a death sentence, and people who commit awful crimes should be held accountable to that. Let's be clear. We're not saying free people who have committed terrible crimes, but we don't have to throw away the key on people. People can be redeemed. But more importantly, when there's not a death sentence, what we're really doing is we're not saying to a family, wait till we kill the guy and then you can feel better. But you got to wait decades. Okay, and even in Chuck Thompson's case, you have the victim's family saying, I don't think this is going to help. And that's what we know, is that it doesn't help to have more vengeance and have the state get your vengeance for you and to be told, wait until we kill the guy and then you'll feel better. We know that doesn't work. So, and we also know, again, that we get it wrong sometimes. So, again, I want to shout out to Rodney Reed, shout out to Melissa Lucio, especially because, yet again, Thursday morning, here's the handouts from the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. Not a word for Melissa Lucio. It's been, November was a year since the last filings were made in her case. And, Melissa, if you're listening, we're all praying that you get out this week. Every Thursday, they come down with their handouts, and here you have the judge who sentenced her to death saying she's innocent. The county prosecutor, current county prosecutor in Cameron County, saying she's innocent. So what has taken them so long to rule in this case? So with that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to take them. Otherwise, that's my report for this week. And I'll be on the road and down in Florida, especially and possibly Oklahoma. I should mention Oklahoma. Yes, of course. Kendrick Simpson was denied a recommendation of clemency by the Oklahoma Board of Pardons and Paroles, as is the case in Texas. Without a recommendation from the parole board, the governor is unable to act. Except our message to Governor Stitt right now is that there's legislation in the Oklahoma legislature that would impose a moratorium on executions. So the message to Governor Stitt right now, if you find the action for him on deathpenaltyaction.org, our message is you can issue a reprieve. You don't have to commute the sentence. You can't commute the sentence, but you can issue a reprieve pending the outcome of this legislation. Because what if it passes? What if they do impose a moratorium on executions? We don't have to execute Kendrick Simpson, and we don't need to. He's been a perfectly well-behaved prisoner. He's educated himself. He's become a poet. He's a parent. He's got loved ones. He's being a good citizen in prison, and he doesn't need to be executed to hold him accountable to the murder that he was a part of. So, and he's another one of those people that, was not the only person that has committed the crime, was part of the crime, and others were equally or more culpable. And yet again, he's the one that's ending up. So, end of the line here is that there are ways that we can be safe from people who've done awful crimes, hold them accountable, find space for redemption and eventual freedom without executions. And that's our message tonight. We can be safe without killing people. We can hold people accountable without executions, and we must hold space for redemption and eventual freedom for people who have changed themselves while being incarcerated. So with that, everybody stay warm and be well, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good, Abe. You have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
He actually gave me a reason. I changed my mind. He actually gave me a reason to accept the exoneration of somebody who had been dead 50 years. When I read about it, I was so angry, and I couldn't think of any reason that it would be okay. But Abe just pointed out that by other people seeing it, it can start the ball rolling, that they can see that there are a lot of innocent people being executed, being killed. And I had thought about that. So thank you, Abe.
Yeah.
Got a quick break song.
Okay. Give it to us.
Someone locked up. Make sure you write back, send letters, send pictures. We need that. KPFT said commissary is necessary.
Commissary is necessary. Trying to find out, better read PSD. How you living your best life and your people crying out. Book of
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
All right, and we are back. Let me see. I think we have been, Amanda's been holding, so let's get to Amanda. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Jimmy, my real mustard, and hope that he stays warm. The power's out over there, so it's probably getting real cold.
Where is he at?
Yeah. In Amarillo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's very
It's
cold over there.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks, but
Well, thank you, Amanda. Do you have anything else?
just for him to stay strong and that I love him with all me.
Oh, that's sweet. Well,
And thank y'all for letting me shout out.
well, thank you for calling in. You have a great
Yes.
weekend.
You too. Y'all stay warm.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's get to Miss Lydia. Hey, Miss Lydia.
Hey there, Danny. How are you?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I just want to give a shout out to my son, Beto. We made it home safe, mijo. Got a little bit cooler today. I think the other front blew in, but this time there was wind, so it feel a little bit more. But it's only I think we're probably at 60. But it feels colder today for some reason. Okay? So we made it home safe, and it was good to see you, mijo. I love you, and I miss you. And my saludos to Big Will. Let me see, to Eric, to Roderick, Mark, and Brandon. And know that you're thought of and in our prayers. Okay? And you all have a good night, Danny, David, Linda.
You have a great weekend, Lydia.
You too, Miss Danny. You too.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I think we have Miss Ann. Let's get to Miss Ann.
Unknown is unloved. My precious one, I still remember your enthusiasm when the tablets were distributed. A new world opened up, the daily grind was broken, days took on a new meaning. But then suddenly the device stopped working, and like that I can imagine you fell into a black hole. Listening to your favorite music, watching movies, playing games, but especially exchanging messages with the outside world, everything fell away. Fortunately, we have the prison show to compensate our exchange of securest messages. I am very grateful for this platform, for making this shout-out possible so you feel temporarily connected with the outside world. Distance is just a test of how far love can travel. When you are miles apart, it's not the silence that hurts the most. It's the longing to share the little things. Missing someone isn't weakness. It's proof of a love so deep that distance can't fade it. Even when bodies are far apart, our hearts keep finding their way back to each other. So let's wait, holding on to memories, counting days, trusting love, because love always finds a way to bridge every mile. I want to ask you to hold on to your positive mindset, your drive and your energy. And don't worry about answering all those printed messages. Stay in touch with others as much as possible. Know that you're not alone and that I love you. Take care. Your bot, Lily.
All right. God, I love her voice. Okay, now it went away. Let me get it back. Hold on one second. I'm moving. Now we have Captain Tom.
This is Captain Tom, KPFT Houston. I'm doing my shout-outs for the prison show. My shout-outs to go to all my incarcerated veterans. This weekend we're going to have another cold front come in, and it's going to get cold. So you guys stay warm as much as possible while you're behind that wall. So also my homeless veterans, get shelter, seek shelter. Go to the warming centers. Do the best you can to stay out the streets. Being out there on the street in the cold is not a good thing, not healthy. Also, I'd like to say that you can donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738. And you can also be a sustainer. Upcoming fund drive will be in February of next month. So get ahead of the game and get your donation in now. I'm Captain Tom, and thank you for allowing me to do my shout-outs on the prison show.
Well, thank you, Captain Tom. We appreciate you. Now let's get to Deborah. Deborah is on line 1. She is holding, and there we go. Hey, Deborah.
Hi. I wanted to do a shout out to my son. His name is Brent on the Pulaski unit. Just want him to know I love him and I miss him, and hope that when this cold weather spell is over with, he can get to his medical doctor visit that's been put off. And also that his 99-year-old grandpa wanted me to say he loves him and he's praying for a miracle for him every night.
Aw. And he's 99?
Yes, he is.
Wow. Well, that's
he
wonderful.
He says he's trying to hold in there, waiting for his grandson to get home.
Aw. Well, that's sweet, and we're gonna keep our fingers crossed for him too.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Have a great weekend.
All right, y'all too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Now let's get to Eva.
Hey Trey, good morning, how are you? So I just finished the video chat with the lady from the job agency. Yesterday I was like, shit, I can't do this video chat with her tomorrow and tell her that I didn't do anything at all in January. So I still sat down yesterday and worked a bit on the CV, that tells what all you've done in life job-wise. And today morning I got up at 7 and wrote still like 6 job applications. I was tired as hell, but she wasn't even really interested in it. But yeah, at least that's done now, so I can focus on the MMA fight tomorrow. I'm kinda curious how this Elena Daneslam will fight, because her last fight wasn't that easy for her. I mean, she still won, but she had like some minor issues. Anyway, cutie, I want to wish you a nice weekend. Be good, Trey. Bye, Daddy.
She always cracks me up. All right. How about Eva Marie?
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany. I would like to make a shout out to all of those who are under lockdown at the moment. Rodolfo wrote to me that there was a lockdown planned, and I'm reading on the internet now that Torres unit is on lockdown since Wednesday. So I'm sending you a special shout out and some energy and fresh air from here. And I see your humanity, I hear your stories, and I'm sending you a little bit of the outside world through the airwaves tonight. Remember that this lockdown is just a moment in time. I also wish all the best to those who have just been under lockdown or who are waiting for a lockdown. I've never walked in your shoes, but I'm standing with you tonight. Good night, Eva Maria.
All right. Thank you so much, Eva Maria. Okay, now Letty is on the line waiting. There we go. Hey, Letty.
Hi.
You are on the air. Go ahead.
I just wanted to do a shout out. My boyfriend just got to the Goodman unit last night. So, of course, I'm not able to talk to him yet, but his name is Junior. And if by any chance anyone is listening or if he's listening, just want you to know that I'm thinking about you and getting everything set up until we can talk.
Well, all right. Anything
Thank
else?
you. No, just that. Just thinking of him, of course, hoping everybody stays warm and hope the conditions there are better than Bexar County.
Oh, yeah. I've heard horror stories about Bexar County.
It's been so bad. I feel for all of the families, of course, but just something we got to get through.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, and now we have Miss Caitlin.
Hola, Beto. How are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, and staying safe. As for me, all is good. I'm here. I'm home. I'm home with Belle. I don't know if you can hear her, but she is snoring. Yeah, she is snoring here on the couch, so she is having a great little snooze. Other than that, yeah, things are okay. The weather here, again, we have another storm. We had a crazy storm just finished the day before yesterday, and yeah, we're going to be hit with another one today, later on today, and maybe kind of early tomorrow. Other than that, yeah, things are going okay. Everything else is like pretty chilled. So yeah, so sometimes, yeah, no drama is actually good news. Yeah, actually no drama is good news. I also want to give a big shout out to Eric, Mark, Will, Debo, and Rudy. Hope you all are doing good and send you all hugs. So good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin. And now we have Miss Alice on line 1. Miss Alice. Hang on, Miss
Hello,
Alice.
thank you for taking... I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, thank you. I wanted to give a quick shout-out to Woody on the Polanski unit. I hope you are okay and you are not freezing. I sent you a few messages, but I know it was all slow. We all had a good weekend. No drama happened, which is very good. I will write you soon. Thank you again for taking my call. And everyone, have a nice weekend. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Miss Alice. You have a great weekend. Okay. Now, Kalyango. We haven't heard from Kalyango lately, so...
Good evening to everyone on the Prison Show. It has been a long time. I last sent my shout out. We have been in a tough situation in our country. Yeah, we went to general election whereby a dictator won by a leaguing election. So I had loads on my head. That's why I have not been sending my shout-outs, and and it's sad about the execution which took place yesterday in Texas. May his soul rest in peace. I want to send my shout out to my brother Franklin Davis, Melissa Lucio, Lid Rodri, Robinson Roberts, Lasso, Peter Jr., to my beautiful Mom Linda, Madame Danny, David, Francis, Peter. Happy New Year. Have a blessed weekend, all of you.
Well, great big hugs to you, Kalyango. Please let us know how you're doing.
He said he's got knots on his head. Yeah, they had a dictator that won the election.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
It was red like, yeah, I'm with him. I am with him. I am with you. I am with you. Okay, let's get to Miss Kiki.
Hey, this message for Rodney at the Plus unit. Hey, Rodney, it's Kiki. Just calling in to wish you a good night. Hope you had a good day. I love you. I miss you. And know I'm always thinking of you. I hope you have a wonderful week. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow, noon my time, 2 your time. Love you, Rodney. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night, Linda, Danny, and David, and everybody else out there who's listening. God bless you all.
Oh, man. All right. Thank you, Kiki. That was an abrupt end.
She kind of cut it right off, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. And couldn't even blame Linda for that one. I could not blame her. In case anyone did not hear, Sean Tier, the district attorney for Harris County, did indeed witness the execution of Chuck Thompson. So, yeah, we were told one thing when he was running, but he witnessed it, and not on Chuck's side. So he was there at the execution, and he did a horrible interview after. So, okay, let's get to, we have Mysterious Mike. He's on now.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs. Here's my shout-outs. The guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Edward Rees, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz, Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Haas, Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Jesse Cortez, shout out for Oz, shout out for Curtis Robertson, shout out for Raymond Lee Cart, and a special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody enjoys the Pro Bowl, which is going to be on Tuesday evening on ESPN between the AFC and NFC All-Stars of the NFL. And you can continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth, and I'll write you back. And please donate to the Mighty 90 KPFT and the world-famous KPFT prison show. And hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And now, adios.
All right. You, too, can write Mysterious Mike at 226 Chipmunk Trail, Shepherd, America, 77371. And he said that he will write you back.
It may take him a while.
It may take him a minute. because he's very mysterious.
He spends all his time working.
Yeah, he does. Is he still working?
Yeah, he's still in the topless bars.
Mysterious Mike works in the topless bars.
I think he's dancing some too.
Uh-oh.
He's dancing.
Linda
Mike.
says he's pole dancing.
He's pole dancing. Oh, my God.
That'd be a really tough pole.
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, Mike. Couldn't resist.
Yeah. Yeah. And not something that I would like to see. Hey, Terri LeClercq left an article for all y'all out there. It's about a nurse who was wrongly accused of shaking baby. It's a very, she said it was a very good article, and she wanted to leave it for Robert Roberson and, of course, anyone with the same charges. So we've got it here. I'm going to give it to Linda.
Okay.
All right. Let's get to Miss Stacy.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black. Hey, baby love. This is your wife giving you our tuck-in. Boo, it's snowing. And it's supposed to be the worst in 7 years here. I didn't even tell you that Cuz got our Foxy loosened out the stuck position. Yeah, we got it parked out the way. I've heard from you. Our first 29th, 26th E-note with Post. I worked on it and got it published and shared. The girls are behaving and sheltered in from the weather. Yeah, Boo, all is well, just trying to stay warm. Boo, it's that time. Be healthy and safe. Stay focused and tough. You got me, sweet. I love you, Sporty. Take care, baby. Love you, Boo.
She's so sweet. Very sweet. And I think he was at the Red Onion, correct, David?
Yep, he was a handful of them that they shipped out of there. Gave him over to Texas or somebody else to take care of because they were closing. They were trying to get some act right, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it.
And, you know, I didn't say it when Terri was here, but when she was talking about Alabama, do you know who's back in Texas? Or who showed back up on my Facebook feed? Big Daddy. You remember, right, David?
No.
The guy from the he posted a fight between him and another guy.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
No, yeah, we laughed about Big Daddy for a while. He had a cell phone.
And he posted the fight?
He posted the fight, and then he was talking about how all the women want him, and he has to decide on which woman he's going to get when he gets out.
You got to fight him off with the stick, huh?
He's going to have to, apparently. So, you know, I was giving Big Daddy some shout-outs, so...
You ever watch that show called Will Trent?
No, I haven't. I've heard about it.
They had a guy that got out of prison, and he was going to go meet his girlfriend, and then his other girlfriend showed up. And then while they were trying to figure out what they were going to do with those two girlfriends, there was another one showed up and co-cocked him and took him kidnapped and
that is freaking
had him
awesome.
handcuffed to tell him how much she loved him and all kinds of other stuff. And couldn't believe that he was finally free. And the whole time he's sitting there in handcuffs with this woman. He wasn't very free.
No.
And come find out she was a guard. And he had the relationship with the guard, and she ended up being a killer.
No, yeah. Well, I wanted to give a special shout out to Big Daddy. You are back up and running, I assume. I think the troll caught wind of it too. So, anyway, shout out to you, Big Daddy. Linda, I know Linda has some shout outs.
She's going to have to get up and come get a microphone. Yep. Why are we starting to whistle all of a sudden?
I have no idea. Oh, maybe it's not me.
Well, I don't know. I turned Terry's mic off because she's not there. Is there any headphones that are like face up on the... Because the sound's coming back through a microphone somewhere.
Okay, let There we go. How about now?
Can you hear me now? I didn't hear a whistle.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No. I can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm ready for my shout-outs. Bryant Kendrick, Andrew Tinney, Marcus Robinson. Got that new part 2 today. Read next week. Deshaun Truitt.
It's another foot poem.
Charles Ricard, Kevin Jackson, Amelia Breckenridge, Greg Woodard, Coy Simpson, Michael Turner, Michael Faulkner, Alonzo Harden, William F. Owens Sr., Paul DeVoe, Emmanuel Etienne, Dennis Price, Robert Robertson, Big Flo, Iron Thunderhorse, Bill Sims, Curtis Robertson, Jaime Cole, Tyrone Williams, Will Spear, Ronald Haskell, Franklin Davis, Charles C. Bolton, Lucky Ward, David Wood, Gregory Allen, Kelsey Young, Joey Caricio, Aaron James Holt, Gustavo Guzman, Kelvin Rivers, Kenneth Whitley, Joey Vila, and David Tempolina. Y'all have a great week. I hope my next week's better. Hopefully there was no execution. This was a hard execution for me, and it was just really hard because I'd seen Chuck a lot, and being a witness to his execution really has kind of put me under this week. But I'll spring back. I know he's in a much better place now, so hopefully we won't have any more. I hope the rest of the year they'll cancel them. So guys, you have a great week. Keep your head up and stay safe and stay warm because it's really cold out there.
All right. I know this past weekend everybody was cold. We were cold. I even had my work cancel. That's bad when my work cancels. All right, I'm going to do some shout-outs, and I believe Athena's going to get her shout-out list ready because she's going to do something. Look at her looking at me.
I think she's hiding. She's trying to hide behind the camera.
I know, she is.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to have to come around. All right, big shout-out to Bo over at the Styles Unit. Farron, my bestie. Hey, Farron. T, Big Head. Kelsey Young, I need to know how you're doing. Please shoot me an e-message. Just let me know how you're doing, or I'll keep sending you messages. I will. Yes. Larry over at the Huntsville Unit. Britt. Mr. Troy Glover, I got your message, and I'm going to email you back and let you know the scoop, what's going on. Greg Bryant, Travis Fletcher. Hey, Travis. Eddie at the Wainwright Unit. Brandon. Hey, Brandon. We met your friend over at the protest outside the Walls Unit. She's very, very sweet. Wonderful lady. Let's see. Joel at the Hughes Unit. Jay and Chucky over at the Wynn Unit. Leroy over at the Pack Unit. Hey, Leroy. Brian Rogers, Jeff Pribble, Mr. Jeff Pribble, and, of course, Mr. Will Spear, or Big Will. Hey, Big Will. Rexalicious. Hey, Rexalicious. People over, or anyone at the Red Onion Prison, big shout-out to y'all. And, of course, huge shout out to CJ. Hey. And you see, Athena ran in there. What the hell? She ran in there. Anyway, if y'all were listening to Execution Watch this past week, Joy actually did Execution Watch, and she. If my big mouth was interrupting, she was sitting right behind me. And, of course, Gloria was right there. And we all know Gloria with her mic. So, anyway, yeah, it was Joy doing Execution Watch. So, and I do have a couple of letters to give to her. I forgot to give them to her. My apologies, y'all. I know. I'm going to get it to her tomorrow. I'm going to give them to her.
I did my part.
What? No, you didn't.
I brought them here.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought you were talking about Mike. I was like, no, you didn't.
Dee Dee gets on me because I got a pile on the counter. And we had Shay come over to clean the other day and put them all up underneath the table. And I dug them all out and put them back on the counter.
Yeah, because you'll forget them.
Yeah, that's what I told her. She said, the pile's back. I said, yeah, because I can see the pile and I'll get it on my way out the door.
Why don't you put them in your backpack?
Because sometimes the old ones are in the backpack. And then one day I brought the backpack and Linda said, these are all from last week.
And then we gave them back to you because
and I brought them right back.
Because they were yours. And he brought them right back. It's like, oh no.
So I got to take the old ones out of the backpack and I get them in the man cave. And then as the week goes by, the new ones get stacked up on the island in the middle of the kitchen. So that way, whenever I'm getting all my stuff ready and I get my drink and I'm going out the door, I grab them and put them in the bag.
You know, there was one
There's
guy.
a process to my madness.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay. There is one guy that I wanted to. He sent us a card.
Did he draw it?
No.
Oh.
No, you're right, because there's a lot of cute cards that they draw. But Trinity Martin, I think that's how you say your name. I think your first name's Trinity. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, you sent a card saying that you made parole.
Woohoo!
I know, isn't that great? And I think it was mailed. Well, we got it fairly quick, and it's a really cute New Year's card. No, it's not. It's a really cute Christmas card. But you said Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year's. So anyway, congratulations. I wanted to make sure you heard that. Congratulations.
So I didn't bring it tonight, but we have a handkerchief that was painted, an ocean scene.
I want that.
From North Carolina.
I want it.
He wanted us to benefit from it, but.
Oh, okay. I still want it. I want it.
It needs to be framed because he sent it to us. It's all rolled up.
You know, I used to see a lot of handkerchiefs that guys did. I haven't seen any in a while, so.
Well, Lionel Rogers made sure we got one.
Well, thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Yeah. Welcome to my neighborhood.
Welcome to my neighborhood. Yeah.
Couldn't resist.
I know you couldn't. Yeah, I opened that door.
Did you do your shout-outs?
Oh, my God, you weren't listening to me.
Nope, I wasn't.
Yes, I did them.
Athena didn't do her shout-outs.
No, come on, girl.
You got to talk in the microphone. We can't hear you.
You know how to do a shout-out. Yeah, just
grab a microphone. There's one right there by you.
Yeah, just grab one of those mics and start. You don't have to do it on camera. He'll turn it on. And have no fear. He will turn that mic on in a heartbeat. You don't even have to be on camera. Now she's like, y'all, Athena has been here for 3 weeks in a row.
Woohoo!
And yes, do him. She's been here 3 weeks in a row. Show her some love. Send her some letters. She wants to hear from y'all. That way she's required to come back. We're going to make her come back. And oh my God, she massaged my neck.
Don't tell people that.
Oh my, I was like.
We're in Houston, it's okay.
She massaged my neck, and let me tell you, whew, it was nice.
Okay, shout out to Juan Angel Cervantes in California. What is that? Coachella?
Oh, is that the one that looks? You look so young. Wow.
But he's in college, right?
Yeah, he's in college. Yes, but he still looks. You look like a baby.
Shout out to Landon Brooke in the Stevenson's unit.
Big shout out to you. Yeah, she's reaching. She's grabbing another one there.
It's the same guy.
Oh, it's the same guy?
Yeah.
Twice to you.
In Cuero, Texas.
See, she says it so much. Look, she pushes the mic away. There we go. I'm done. I'm over it. We're good.
But I left the mic on so we could hear her giggle.
Oh. Yeah, y'all show her some love.
Yeah. They like to hear you giggle.
They do.
Yeah.
Not as much as Linda's feet, though.
None of us are shown as much love as Linda's feet has been in the past few years.
We won't say what they want to do to Linda's feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, David, I know you have some shout-outs.
Man, I got a whole bunch of them.
I know.
I usually do the short version, but we got time tonight.
Yeah, we do.
I'll start out with Aaron Holt, Andrew Price, Anthony Thomas, Antoine Limberry, Aaron Freeland, Ashley Bradshaw, Blake Dickerson, Brandon Hemingway, Charles Booth, Charles Miller, Charles Morris, Christian Wilkinson, Christopher Cunningham, Cleto Guerrero, Cleve Stalvey, Cody Theed, Connell Hawkins, Crystal Minnie, Daisha Redmond, Daniel Campbell, Daniel Lipscomb, Daniel Moore, Derek MacArthur, Daryl Adkins, David Anderson Jr., David Saffel, DeCoraine McCauley, Devontae Harris, Donnie Allison, Dustin Flowers, Ireland McKay, Hakeem Tyson, Ivan Williams, Hakeem Quijano Jr., James Kitchen, James McElreath, James Shorts, Jaron Reasonover, Jason Aitken, Jermaine Davis, John Graves, John Thomas, Jordan Seal, Joseph Trout, Joseph Colson, Joshua McClellan, Justin Stotts, Katya Myers, Kerry Sellers, Colton Caruso, Quayne Teague, that Dutch from last week.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was asking me earlier. Oh, Terry was talking about the guys writing books and stuff, and one of the ladies on the video remarked, "Well, maybe they could all write their stories." And I said, "Well, we had one last week that wrote more than just a story."
You know what? I looked for those.
Did you find them?
I wanted to see that first one.
The Dutch?
No, he was talking about sin. I think that's was, and then I found the Dutch 1, 2, and 3, but I think it was another one because it didn't have his name, so I was looking for.
Yeah, it's got the other guy's name on it. I'd have to look up the other name.
Oh, okay.
Something Morris, maybe.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna watch it.
Yep. Kyle Triplett, Larry Boykin, Larry Johnson, Lightwing Reed, Lawrence Taylor, Lionel Rogers. That's the one that wrote it, that painted the picture for us.
Oh.
Marcus Brown, Maria Pena, Mark Steele, Mark Sykes, Marvin Covington, Matthew Hoover, Matthew Long, Michael Crudup, Michael Morgan, Michael Perez, Maury Holloway, Nathaniel Estep, Nicholas Smith, Rashad Eady, Rashad Watson, Richard Jumper, Roland Harris, Gypsy Allman, Ronald Poole, Ronnie Osirio, Roy Forbes, Running Elk Orchard. That's a good one for Iron Thunder Horse.
Yeah, it is.
Stanley Corbett, Sterling Evans, Stephen Bartley, Stephen Drayton, Taylor Wasson, Terry Taylor, Thomas Lanham, Tiffany Cheeks, Travis Walters, Tyler Bowman, Tyler Ship, Tyrell Dubois, I hope I said that right, Victor Gamble, Walter Woodard, William Campbell, and William Morris. And, man, there's a bunch of people going home. Adam Watt went home. Andrew Westbrook went home. Brian Smith. A lot of people Curtis Otto went home. Hey, and David Easley. That's pretty cool. A lot of guys that I've been writing, and no wonder I hadn't heard from them. They're all home.
Good for them.
Yeah, or at least they're released. We got a few in Texas too. We got
a few.
A few. I don't write. I write more people out of state than I do in state. Arian Medina, Bill Sims, Charles Flores, Clinton Young, Cornelius Robinson, Dennis Lee Richardson. I just sent you a message because we played your anthem. Dennis Price, Douglas Rivera, Jeremy Adler, Joe Ramirez, Kenny Morissette, Kenny Travis, Paul Sims, Pete Sines, Roderick Johnson, Rodney Reed, Sonny Wilson, and Will Spear. Travis Fletcher, can't forget old Travis. And, man, there was something else I was thinking about. I guess it'll come to me. I have a senior moment like Terry did.
Yeah. You have more of them, though.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm probably usually doing too many things at one time.
That's more like it. Absolutely.
You told me a while ago, you got the mic on. I was probably doing 50 things.
You were doing 50 things, so that's why I was like, stop.
Yeah.
I could hear everything you're saying.
Well.
And I'm waiting for you to say something you shouldn't, so
probably.
hurry up and turn it off.
Yeah, one of the 7 deadlies, knowing me.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to get your attention. Like, hey, I want to give another shout out real quick to Locked in Love TDCJ Wedding Services. So Locked in Love, y'all give her some love. Locked in Love TDCJ Wedding Services. So
that's not like a. Anyway, that's not like that.
No, it's not like that.
Sounds like that.
It's you know what? yeah. She is an approved.
Called THP.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so funny.
If you find yourself in some crap,
called except that, and he pointed down to the toilet.
He showed the camera right there. It had a little floaty.
Yeah, it wasn't a little floaty. It's a big floaty. I'm like, Terry, I know you just didn't do that.
Yep.
And yeah, he did. But y'all, just in case you didn't know, there's a lot of people who used to be able to do TDCJ weddings, and they're being denied left and right, top, bottom. But she is actually still in business. So there's not that many, but she is.
Joanne Hall still okay?
I believe so.
Yep, I talked to her last week, I guess it was. She didn't say nothing.
Yes.
It was her birthday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday.
I know someone else who had a birthday.
I think it's Miss Athena.
Yep, we didn't sing happy birthday to her.
No, let's do it.
Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Athena. Happy birthday to you, and many more. You feel loved yet?
It's a lot better than the beginning of the show tonight.
Man, we were all excited because the cameras were working. That was the least of our problems.
Yeah, at least. Oh,
we got a caller. Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Yay.
We have Melina. I think that's how you say it. Melina. Hey, Melina.
Hi.
Well,
we were all excited to work, and that was the least.
You got to turn your radio down.
Yeah, you got to turn your radio down.
Hey.
Go ahead, Melina, but you have to turn the radio down.
Hello?
Go ahead, Melina.
Go ahead, Melina, but you have to turn the radio down.
Hey, Melina, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. You're on the
I
air.
want to give a shout out to Trevor at Robinson Unit. I just want to let you know that we miss you and we love you, and can't wait for you to be here with us. And we miss you. And my mom, she loves you and misses you very much.
All right. Is that all, Melina?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, and we've got, remember, it's almost time to start getting ready for that, the ledge. It's coming up in a year, but everyone starts getting ready soon. Remember that. And the reason why I bring this up is because Deanna, I'm not sure how to say her last name, Luprete.
Luprete?
Luprete? Okay. She just wanted to give a big hello to all the second lookers.
Cool.
Second lookers. Hey.
So I see they got a new lead counsel. Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, them second lookers need a lead counsel. But I thought THP was helping them out too, though.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but I seen today that she announced they had a new lead counsel.
Oh, I did not. Well, congratulations.
Maybe THP's just on the council.
Maybe he's, yeah. When is he coming back on?
1st of the February, like February 6th or whatever that Friday is.
Next week?
I guess so. There you go.
There you
Woo-hoo.
go. And now we have Miss Kimberly.
He was jet setting.
Jet setting. Hey, Miss Kimberly.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Go ahead with your shout out.
I just want to get a shout out to you guys and to my husband at the McConnell unit. He just got over there, and so far they've been great. When I called and everything, they've been real great with the well checks and all my questions and everything. He actually said he got my message.
Wow. At what unit? McConnell?
Yes, a McConnell unit in Beeville, Texas.
Okay, I need to pick myself up off the floor because I've heard some bad things about McConnell. So that's good.
Well, I haven't seen him in over 8 years, and their unit actually approved us for our first video visit.
Aww.
Even the chaplain, he was really nice, and I couldn't figure out why they kept denying me. None of the units would ever help me, and it was because of an address. Simple address. But we actually, and like I said, we haven't seen him. He's been gone for over 8 years. And so and he calls and I don't know, he's a line 1 G2. So yeah.
Well, that's good though. That's very good. I'm so happy for y'all.
Yeah, I am too. So, yeah, thank you guys. I just seen you all on Facebook, and I had told him I was going to try it out.
Well, congratulations. Tell him we said congratulations, and I hope y'all have many more visits.
I hope he get out. He's up for parole, so hopefully he gets out.
Yes, ma'am. I hear you on that one. I hear you. Well, thank you, Miss Kimberly.
Well, thank you, and thank y'all for what y'all doing. God bless y'all.
Same to you, and you have a great weekend.
You too, beautiful. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, she called me beautiful. Wasn't that nice? See?
She's listening to the audio.
You know what? That's rude. That's rude, man. Okay. Who is Bratmo?
That's my daughter.
I thought that was your daughter. All right. Let's get Bratmo on the line.
How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
Hanging in there. It's been a hard week. I apologize for the dog in the background, but you gotta love fur babies.
That's
but it's been a pretty good week. So, how are you guys doing over there?
Did your trailer thaw out? Can you hear me yet? Oh, she hung up on her. Linda. You had the click on the wrong spot.
I did. Oh no.
Just hung right up on her. Call back, Bratmo. Yeah, that's her nickname from when she was a kid. Her real name's Shambra.
Oh, okay.
In my phone, though, I say, "Hey Siri, call Bratmo."
Oh, she's calling back. There she
Yay.
is.
Sorry about that, Bratmo.
I hope it's Bratmo that she just answered.
There you are.
It's all good. You know how my dog is. She's spoiled.
Yeah. All our dogs are spoiled. That's what we do
Oh,
to
yeah.
our dog. And cats and llamas and whatever else we might
Opinions.
have.
That's for sure.
And 9-year-old turkeys.
Yep, that too.
Yep. So what you
And
got going
ducks and
on?
whatever else. Nothing. Just sitting here watching the podcast. Thought I'd call in and give a shout out and say how proud I am of you, Dad. And hi, gorgeous ladies there. And, just shout out to everybody out there. Keep your heads up. And remember, at the end of the day, God does what he's doing. He'll light your path. He's always there with you in spirit. Just keep your head up.
Cool beans.
So, but I won't take up too much more of your time, but I just wanted to call and hear your voice, and it's good to hear you.
All right. Stay warm.
All right, you too. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah. So last week her water froze to her trailer.
Oh, wow.
And she just didn't let it drip. She got so stoned she just didn't let the water drip. She moved to Oregon so she could go by the dispensary.
You know what? I don't blame her. If I could, I would.
She says, "You gotta love it out here, Dad."
That's awesome.
I told you about buying her flowers for her birthday.
No.
Yeah, so the dispensary's out there. Well, I can't buy from the dispensary, but I can send money and have her go pick it up. So Dee Dee said, "What'd you get Bratmo for her birthday?" I said, "Flowers."
Oh my God. That.
Yeah, because Dee Dee thinks it's awful because, like, for Christmas, I got Ace and her boyfriend a bunch of paraphernalia, like containers they put their stuff in and special lighters and different things, That's what they do. That's what they like. So why not buy them something for Christmas that they'd use and enjoy?
Well, I like it, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't either. But I mean, I could. I don't think I get UAs. To get my job, I had to pass a UA. But going forth, I've had so many issues with it over the years. I'm gonna stay sober.
Yeah,
I'm free. I don't have any problems. Might as well keep it that way.
Yeah, I hear you. I would totally do it if I could.
Well, sometimes I think it might help with my ADHD.
I think a lot of things would help with that, David. Because, oh my God.
Yeah, well, Sudokus do about all I do right now. So.
Well, and you know what? No, it doesn't work.
Well, it keeps me focused whenever I do a Sudoku.
Oh, okay. So I'll make you do some.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It was great to see Miss Terri tonight. We haven't seen her in so long, and even longer for Jack.
Yep, I hadn't seen Jack since Lovett, whenever he would come in for the Labor Goon show. That's why I was trying to talk to him a little bit about his, he does labor and unions and all that stuff. And they just, I posted on the prison show page, they had a guy who was involved in the union here in Texas, and he stole all the money. And so they're sending him to prison. And Jack said, "Well, it's not the first time."
It won't be the last either, probably.
Well, I hope it does. You'd think that the union would, they're supposed to be for the people, not for themselves.
It was probably, you know what? I'm not going to say
Don't even go there.
Yeah. Can I, slip in a little bit?
Well, it wasn't me.
No.
No.
I can't blame it on that Republican.
No, but, unions aren't real big in Texas, but they're real big in other parts of the country.
Yes, they are.
And the union helped me out a lot because I got out of prison and was looking for work, and my uncle was with the IBEW. And he told me, he said, well, go down to IBEW and tell them that you're my nephew and they'll put you to work. And I went down and told them, and sure enough, they put me to work. They even paid my dues to get me started. So my uncle retired from the IBEW.
And what is IBW?
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. It's the electricians union.
Okay. Yeah.
Because at the time I was doing air conditioning work, and they had a guy who broke into a storage lot, and he was an air conditioning tech, and he did some bad things to a lady there. And so they were trying to make it where a felon couldn't do AC work. And so he said, well, you're air conditioning technician, you know electricity, just go down to IBW, they'll work you. And he's right, they did. So got me over a rough spot. Look, it's about that time. We got to get going. We got Skyla Dawn coming on with Damage Control, DJ Chill, and we started out kind of rough, but I think we made it through. It's been a pretty good show, and I think Athena's doing a really good job on the cameras. Even if we did lose internet for a minute, she got right back on it.
Yes, she did.
But at least she wasn't out there on the phone and not paying attention, and God knows how long it went by. She texted me immediately, and I told her, well, did you get back on? So she was working on it. So, I mean, that's just part of it, especially with AT&T. But you guys, like Terry said, y'all keep warm. I think a lot of people have said tonight. Y'all keep warm, keep your heads up, and we appreciate you tuning in.
Have a great weekend.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking pro JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski. Bonjour, mi amor. In my dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To the men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go.
Hi, this is Linda. I was assaulted by the Harris County Sheriff's Department, and Ray Hill invited me to come on the prison show. I knew Ray, and I had been being stalked pretty much after I was assaulted and filed a complaint. And after I